Let's talk about 5 habits that are not only completely normalized in today's society, they also slowly ruin your life. The first 3 habits belong into the self-care category. Let's start with unhealthy consumption. How does a healthy diet look like? I am sure you are able to answer this question correctly, and yet the way you eat often looks different. We regularly use ready-made products or order fast food online, but you are what you eat. Taking the time to cook fresh is not only healthier, it also has numerous other advantages. You will feel more energetic, improve your mood, boost your digestion, and even improve your skin appearance. But unhealthy consumption goes far beyond regular eating. Maybe you are a smoker or you drink the Germans' most favorite after-work beer. Both substances are completely toxic stimulants, which can have a huge impact on your life if consumed too much or regularly. Imagine you are responsible for your children or partner and had to take care of them. Would you provide them with fast food, cigarettes or alcohol? Probably not. That's why I want you to think about this following sentence. Eat only what you would feed your loved ones. In combination with unhealthy consumption, we also move too little. Does your day sometimes look like this? You get up in the morning, drive to work, sit there for hours in front of the PC, drive home after work and spend the rest of the day in front of the screen. We only move a fraction of what our body actually is made for. Long-term lack of exercise leads to extreme health problems. Obesity, diabetes, osteoporosis, mental problems, heart disease, and much, much more. Movement, especially exercising, will improve all areas of your life. It counts for me as the single most important habit of all. The third habit that slowly ruins your life is also positively influenced by sport. Sleep. How much do you sleep per night? When do you always go to bed? And when do you get up? And maybe even more interesting, at which time are you watching this video right now? Long-term lack of sleep will have an extremely negative impact on you. Your immune system weakens, your mood deteriorates, and your concentration and productivity decreases as well. My mom's biggest fear is getting Alzheimer, where you forget things, and sleep deprivation is closely related to this disease. And yet, she often doesn't manage to get her at least 8 hours of sleep per night. I personally find it super exciting to observe such things. While we are the only species that is aware of the consequences of lack of sleep, we are also the only creatures that deprive themselves of sleep. No other healthy creature would ever do that. But why are we not sleeping enough? The reason might be the next bad habit, which you probably know very well yourself. Compulsive digital behaviors. With this habit, you are no longer able to moderate your time on electronic devices. The first thing you do in the morning is touching your smartphone, and you might fall asleep while watching a video on YouTube. The most common forms of compulsive digital behaviors are caused by social media, video games, and porn use. All of these medias can lead to uncomfortable feelings such as anxiety, depression, and guilt. In more extreme cases, you even neglect your own private life. This compulsive behavior can have a major impact on your social skills and also on your relationships. I myself also have extreme difficulties in limiting my video game consumption. I tell myself I will only play 1 round. Sure, and suddenly hours have passed. When I finally turn off the PC at like 3 AM in the morning, I feel bad because I've played the whole day and haven't made any progress in my real life. What started as a fun hobby has developed into excessive consumption and even an addiction in the long term. That's why I can only advise you, take care. It can be a very nice hobby, but it can also have a huge negative impact on your life. Extreme consumption, the constant scrolling on social media, and the use of porn might make you happy at the moment. But if you do this for years and sink into it for hours every day, then you will regret this behavior sooner or later. One of the main reasons why it is so easy to slip into these digital worlds is our 5th bad habit, the desire for permanent distraction. Our today's world offers so much stimulation that we have forgotten how it is to listen to ourselves. You experience stress, you cope with a cigarette. You are worried, you grab a bar of chocolate. You are bored, you start a video game. We not only distract ourselves permanently, we also no longer pay attention to ourselves. When was the last time you took time for yourself without any distractions and consciously paying attention to your feelings? It was probably quite a while ago. In our society, we have to function. We are valued by our productivity and how well we can deal with stress. Unfortunately, mental health is not as socially accepted as it should be nowadays. The next time you are feeling emotionally upset, try listening. Don't distract yourself directly. Instead, try to explore and accept these feelings. This exercise will help you develop mindfulness. You will improve your productivity and focus in the long term, while reducing your stress at the same time. Unfortunately, all of these 5 habits have become normal in our stressful everyday life. We pursue ideals that our society emphasizes on us, and we neglect ourselves. But you are the most important person in your life. You should not neglect yourself, your own self-care. Of course, self-care does not mean you should completely abandon things like eating your favorite dessert. It's okay to participate in these mentioned habits, but, and that's very, very important, only in moderation. Instead, you should spend more time in building good habits. Habits that will improve your life in the long run. Such as this one, which I personally count as the most important habits of all. A habit that every person without exception should implement into their own life.